Welcome to Record Talk. This week's record is going to be the Moody Blues' Days of Future Past. It was released November 17th, 1967. It was the Moody Blues' second album and the first including Justin Hayward and John Lodge on the band. The idea of the album it's known as one of the first concept albums. And so the storyline of this album was the day in the life of the common person. The two biggest hits off the album are Nights in White Satin and Tuesday Afternoon. The record company wanted to use this new Decca sound on their new label, Dirham. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And they wanted the Moody Blues to do a collection of pop and classical music, like covers. And apparently John and Justin got this bigger idea in their head to do this concept album and do this big show that would on stage that would incorporate the day in the life of somebody. And they started writing the songs. Justin wrote Nights in White Satin, which Nights in White Satin, the actual meaning behind it is the ending of a old relationship while a new relationship with somebody is already beginning, and not what stupid people want to say it means. I learned that Tuesday Afternoon, John Lodge was trying to write a song and went to his parents' house with his dog that's name was Tuesday, and he went out into a field and with the dog, and he sat there and smoked a joint, and while he did that, he wrote out Tuesday Afternoon. Mike, the other band member, wrote Dawn, and so they had Dawn and Night, and then John wrote Afternoon, and then they wrote everything else to fill in between. It's a really good album. I have to thank my sister for this one. She actually requested me to do this album for this episode. So, Charlotte, I hope you're liking this. She got into the Moody Blues. I was probably about 8-9 years old, so I was introduced to them about that early age. Then, if you don't know this one, you should definitely check it out, listen to it. Like I said, it is a concept album, so it's one of those you listen to the thing beginning to end, you've got a cool story to listen to. So there's that end of it. Now, let me tell you my fun little part of it. In my youth, I was a typical stoner, and if you're into that society, and if not, other people, if you ever heard of Dark Side of Oz, in which you take The Wizard of Oz and overdub it with the sound of listening to Dark Side of the Moon, and there's all this, oh, look at the way the Munchkins are dancing, and da 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 da, and I mean, it's fun when you're stoned. But in my youth and being stoner, I decided that's cool. What else can you do that with? And I just want to share my personal. This is fun. If you ever want to check it out, try it. But if you take the classic Disney's Alice in Wonderland and start it with that, at the end of this album, just like with Dark Side of Oz, if you just repeat it, at that point you look like you're trying to find things to make it mix. Well, I discovered that if you take it, and as soon as this album ends, put on the next album, In Search of the Lost Chord, and it really eerily keeps flowing with the original Alice in Wonderland. If you give me just 1 minute, I'll cue up a clip here in just a second at the end of my video, and you can judge for yourself what you think. I'll show you one of my more favorite like scenes where it flows, in my opinion. Anyway, I think that's all I've got for now. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you like this content, please make sure you like and subscribe to the world of the wonderful world of Travis. I would love to hear from you guys. Send me comments, send me messages. I'll answer whatever you want. Anyway, thank you all, and I'll see you next time.